Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is a bonus reading. We're going to look at what your next step should be between now and the end of the year. You have this Sleepwalker card and this Healer card. It's a slow end to the year here. We have these retrogrades. We have the eclipses coming up. In October. I don't necessarily think that will be slow, but it could be a great time for healing or taking time to heal. So, if you need time to heal, I would definitely take it. You have the Empress, and the Empress is more, about nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself. So it doesn't even necessarily say like you can't do stuff. It just says that, when you need to take care of yourself, take care of yourself. When you need to take a rest, take a rest. And that will actually increase your abundance. It won't decrease it. So make sure that, you're filling your cups and all that other good stuff with this energy. Your first row is going to represent what's coming in for you between now and the end of the year. And each row is going to represent something different. I'll tell you what it is when we get to the row. But you have the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Wands. So I feel like you are being guided towards something that will clearly increase your abundance. Even, going here to the Sun. It is interesting that I've never seen the Sun so much as I have in, whatever the readings I did before this set. I think it was the weekly readings for the week of the 21st of August. Everybody had the Sun. In this set of readings, everybody has had the Sun as well. So, the Sun is a very good card, but I kind of feel that it could say that we are all being encouraged to pay attention to our attention, which is kind of what I believe. I believe that the universe is trying to get people to pay attention to their attention. And what that means is that your attention might be, things might be calling out to you as interesting, as exciting. Things could be making you curious, and it could be anything. It could be people, places, and things that you could be becoming curious about. And with the Sun, we just need to move towards those things. We just need to put work into the things that we're curious about. And I know this is a very general statement, but it's literally that simple. So, I would do it. With that Sleepwalker card, I get this energy of catching up. It's like you're trying to catch up. Maybe you feel like you've been sleepwalking through life, like things have not been progressing how you want them to, or maybe things have been too slow. And, again, I kind of get this feeling that you are trying to catch up here, or there is like an energy of feeling. I don't want to say that you've wasted your time, but, I kind of feel that you are feeling like, okay, I need to catch up. I need to catch up to something. I don't know what. We'll find out during this reading. It is funny that you have this card that says don't value time. This row here is going to represent your blockages and the things that you need to overcome. And, of course, I'm going to provide solutions in this row as well, not just tell you why you're stuck. But, again, there is something here about time. You have the Empress, which does put you in a good position. I mean, this is you. I kind of feel like you've been working on things or working towards things, especially financially, and it looks to me like you don't want to continue to waste your time, which we see going like this, Justice to the Eight of Swords. Justice is equal give and take. The Eight of Swords is being stuck, only seeing one way of doing things when there are many ways to do things. Again, I always say if you're stuck, you have to go exploring. You have to learn new ways of doing things. Literally going this way, you go to the King of Swords. King of Swords would represent like a mentor, an expert, someone who knows more than you. Could be any gender. So if you're stuck in any area of your life and things are not changing, go learn from a person, right? You also have the High Priestess. So definitely a very intuitive time. I do believe we're just in a very intuitive time in general. So whatever your intuition is telling you to do is what I would do here. I also would no assumptions is what I'm getting with the High Priestess. Those are the words that I'm getting. People might give you ideas for your business or your career or your love life or whatever, and you might be. I feel like for whatever reason, I feel like she's saying don't just jump to a conclusion. Don't just think oh, this is gonna work or it's not gonna work. I feel being that the Sun card is really telling me that you being right here, you being in a little bit more of a curious mindset of just saying let's explore this. Let's see how it goes. And, kind of taking that approach for whatever reason, it's much more free to do that, right? If we just look at things as an experience and we don't get all excited about it and don't get all worried about the things that we're creating, things usually go better for people who do that. So that's what I would do. You have the Seven of Wands here, and the Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card of knowing that that something will be successful. So, I feel the deeper you can believe something, the better with the Seven of Wands, for sure. But let's see what we have here. With the Empress, you have the Chariot. Yeah, charging towards victory. He would be normally facing forward. This Chariot is going this way towards the sun. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be heading towards the sun. It is a time of setting yourself apart. Everyone gets a Chariot. Like, again, for the past 2 months, everybody's had the Chariot in, like, every single reading I do. And the Chariot, he has that city behind him, and he's going away from that city. And he's doing this because everyone in the city is exactly the same. He's looking for, something new, greener pastures. He's looking for a place where he can have his own city, right? And I feel that's what you're doing here. You're looking for better opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. And again, this fits in very well as far as I'm concerned with the astrology. That pretty much everyone is just looking for greener pastures, looking for better opportunity, looking to improve their lives. And it's just going to get more and more and more. With the High Priestess, you have the Ten of Wands. I feel like you're tired after a long journey, but I also feel the Ten of Wands is a harvest. The Ten of Wands, the guy, he planted those 10 wands, and he is bringing them to his home in the background. So he's tired, but it's something, he did the work for a reason. He's about to have a harvest, and I feel there's a harvest coming in here. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Moon. The Moon is like being afraid, not knowing what to commit to with the Seven of Wands here. So it's like maybe you're not sure like what business direction to commit to. Maybe you're not sure what work connection to commit to, or what love connection even to commit to. And you're really trying to figure this out, is what I would say. And it does look like you are. You go from the moon to the sun. Literally, you're going from darkness to clarity here. It's also interesting that you show up 3 times in this reading. Here, here, and here. So you're very present in this reading. This really puts you in a position of power and strength. I love when people show up as themselves, Taurus. So definitely looks really good. Next, we are going to look at what your next steps should be. You have this card that says leave room for whimsy, and you also have this card that says black out the media. Yes, definitely. I feel like if you're watching the news, especially over the next like 20 years or so, more specifically between now and like 2033, I feel like there's going to be a lot of craziness, a lot of stuff that will drive you crazy. A lot of stuff that will, get all up in you. So, I would just be careful of the news. I don't even watch the news. I have no freaking clue what's going on. None of it. I just don't know. And guess what? My life has been great since I've done this like years ago. So, I don't get upset about politics or anything else, and people are always like, "How dare you not worry about every little thing that's going on?" I'm like, sorry, I don't care about it. I ban every single person that says that. That's like, how dare you not worry about all the politicians politicking and all this other stuff? I'm like, I don't care, right? You're banned. Goodbye. Go, scream and yell and, glue your hand to the concrete like they do in Germany. I love that. That stuff, it cracks me up. So there you go. But other than that, I just focus on what I can do. And guess what? My life has been growing like crazy ever since. So not saying this to brag, but saying this because that's exactly what they want. The news wants you watching them and, living in some sort of weird, like little prison that they want to create. So, there you go. Conspiracy theory over. But I feel like the believe in whimsy card there or leave room for whimsy, is talking about the magic of the sun. You have the sun, the Justice card, and the King of Pentacles. The sun is the magic here with the sun card is to be childlike. And, whimsy is a word of playfulness and believing a little bit in that magical things can happen. And the sun has this wall right here in this child. It kind of represents the wall that we all build up against our inner child. And it kind of says that you need to let your inner child out. You need to do things that bring you... Sorry, my phone is just... I don't want that. What you need to do is let your inner child out here and be more playful and be more excited about life, right? You have the Justice card. This is like investing in things that invest in you. I think that justice is the answer to the rest of our lives. I say this in like literally every single reading because it's like the only thing that we need to pay attention to. If you put energy into something and you get energy back, keep moving in that direction. Every single person that leaves me a comment about politics or watching the news, it's like I can tell that they're, just paranoid freaks, right? They're just like worrying about everything. I guarantee you, if I looked at their life, it wouldn't be that great, right? Because they're just like putting all their energy there instead of like building something, actually making a change, doing something important, right? So, again, the Justice card, it says put energy in things that move you forward, whatever it is, right? Doesn't matter. So I would just pay attention to cause and effect. And again, we all need to pay very close attention to cause and effect over the next several years because, there's like a lot of stuff in the astrology even that could be making us feel like, there's just like too much fantasy. So, especially with Neptune and Pisces. So I would just make sure you're actually getting something from the situations that you invest in. You have the King of Pentacles here, which is your energy. It's you stepping into a very strong position. Again, you show up 3 times in this reading so far, which is great. Definitely allows you to get what you want from the reading. I would be paying very close attention for a big opportunity as well. We're going to look more into that for sure. With the Sun, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, just excited for the adventure, just down to clown, down for the ride, right? He is just like, oh, I'm enthusiastic about this new direction. I'm excited about something that the sun is bringing to my attention. I'm going to go play around with whatever it is. So again, if you have any ideas for projects, businesses, just stuff to do, hobbies, people to hang out with, I would be just follow that. With the Justice card, you have the Strength card. Strength is something that we have to do every single day. Normally the lady on this card is taming this lion. And so it's like we have to kind of tame our inner beast or our inner critic every single day. It's something that we have to work on every single day of our lives. And she does that. I also have the word endurance here, like popping into my head. It's almost more like 9 of Wands, like not giving up. But I'm more getting the word endurance, which just says, like, I feel you have the power to do something for a long time. I kind of feel, it could be whatever this opportunity is. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups. So could be love coming in for you. Ace of Cups is just something that you could do endlessly. And just like I said, endurance, right? So if you are looking for like a job opportunity or a business opportunity, especially for those of you that do work, this could be a big opportunity in it, but it's something where you don't feel tired. Again, 10 of Wands right here. This to me is something that's much more enjoyable, especially with the Justice card. Justice is cause and effect. It's, putting energy into something, getting energy out. So it says you could be doing something that it doesn't steal all your energy. And, that's what I would, there you go. That's all I have. Next in the area of your blockages, but we're also going to be looking at solutions to these blockages. You have this card that says, don't value time, not using your time wisely, spending time on things that don't count. We talked about this at the beginning of the reading. Now you have this fear of failure. It says, attempting to avoid failure is making you miss out on opportunities. I'm smiling because, everyone, just a little bit of a thread that I've noticed throughout the readings is the 7 of Cups. You don't have the 7 of Cups, but 7 of Cups is kind of, again, this is not accurate tarot, but just intuitively, I've been feeling that the 7 of Cups has been really talking about this, like kind of, trying to avoid failure by just not getting started in the first place. Again, Neptune and Pisces. Neptune and Pisces is like one of the biggest things we're dealing with right now. It's like this big fantasy. Maybe you have an idea to do something or to date a person or to do whatever you want, and you make it very big in your head, but then you think like, I think sometimes Neptune and Pisces, the fantasy is more attractive than the reality, at least we think it is. So then we just don't move towards the fantasy that we could totally have if we put in the work. And we think we didn't fail because we didn't move towards it. We're just, it's kind of like hard to explain. But it's like you think you didn't fail because you just didn't do it. But really you failed because you didn't kind of do it. So I know that's like a word salad confusing. But, basically this is saying, no, you need to, especially we have Saturn in Pisces now, which is like, hey, you can accomplish something freaking crazy if you wanted to right now. Now is the time to accomplish something that's like insane that you never thought of because Saturn is there. But you have to put in the work. You actually have to ground it in reality. So there you go. You have the King of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and the 8 of Swords. I do think one blockage for you is kind of only seeing one way of doing things. So I would make sure that you're staying open and kind of looking at all the ways that you could do something, or that you are paying attention to other ways of doing things. We even have, if we look at this as a solution, the King of Swords, this could say that if you're stuck in any area of your life, there's probably a person or people or even information that you could access that would help you get unstuck. Right here, we have the Hierophant. He is the teacher. So a lot of you, I feel, just need to look for the information. With the King of Swords, again, kind of, as far as a blockage is concerned, this could be you being too serious, and I kind of do feel that energy. With all this stuff about being more childlike, I would say that sometimes the King of Swords can be too serious about something, or, he can be a little bit stuck in his ways. And so I would say that with this and the 8 of Swords, being stuck in your ways, or kind of being too serious could be a little bit of a problem here. With the Nine of Cups, as far as a blockage is concerned, it's saying that there isn't a match of energy. Nine of Cups is about being the thing you want before you become it. So if there's something you want to be, then there are certain energies that you have to be before you can be that thing. So it's like if you want to be a millionaire, but you have a bunch of money blocks, then you are not a millionaire. You can choose to be a millionaire right now without having $1 million in your bank account, and you can just start matching the energy. The Nine of Cups says you are not in alignment with what you need to do. So again, the solution here would be to correct things like money blocks, things that you feel are getting in your way, overcoming those internal blockages. I'm pretty sure your last reading I said the same thing. I'm pretty sure the reading for your mid-monthly August reading it said the same thing. Again, there are about 6 billion free YouTube videos all about removing money blocks, all about removing love blocks and things like that. So, I'm a big fan of, kind of just doing research and doing simply one thing a day. So I would, watch some YouTube videos about it. With the King of Swords, you have the Ten of Cups here. It's like Ten of Cups is good. It is fortune after difficulty, good things coming in for you. On one hand, I do feel this is saying like an expert could help solve your problems. Again, probably for free. So, this could be, you don't even have to know this person. It's like if you have a problem that you're dealing with, just simply learning from, an expert could change your life. So I would do that. The Ten of Cups could also be more of that, kind of like that fantasy thing. As a blockage, I look at Ten of Cups as saying, I will be happy when XYZ, whenever I make this money, or I will be happy when I have this. But it's like, no, the universe is like, no, you will be happy right now, or you will not have this. So I feel like the universe is very matter of fact with you right now, Taurus. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Five of Swords. Yes, taking a risk is the thing that could be getting in your way here. It's like this, could be a risk. There could be a new opportunity. And we see this here of the fear of failure. So I feel like you have to take the risk to fail. And with the Eight of Swords, you have the Hermit. I feel like an exposure. I mean, this is the risk. This is everybody's risk right now, especially with Pluto going into Aquarius next year officially. I would say that the biggest risk I think everyone could take is the risk of being wrong. The risk of speaking up at work, the risk of telling someone you like them, the risk of, whatever it is, just basically think about any type of exposure. And that's what everyone is going to fear. Everyone is going to be fearing like being wrong, basically, or saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing. But the people who are brave and who don't care are going to be very successful. Next in the area of, my phone just freaked out. Next in the area of, what are we doing? Your advice from your future self and your guides. I have to cover this card up, unfortunately, but you have this outer core card. It says fluidity on it, and you have this west card. It says completion on it. So I kind of feel, sorry that didn't work. I feel that for some of you that you could be making some sort of change. It's like there's much more flow with this Ace of Pentacles. I do feel less chaotic, like less all over the place, less bouncing around, and, kind of maybe some answers that you've been looking for. It's like, obviously we can't know the future, and sometimes I think we don't get started on new directions in life because we want to know that things are going to go exactly how we think it's going to go, but so then we don't get started until we feel that confirmation, right? And I kind of feel this is a flow, like a certain flow. It's like, I don't have a good example, but it's like, like I've always struggled with that in my life, but starting this channel, like 9 years ago now, it was something that it was very easy for me to get into the flow because I just like started it very simply, and I always give that advice because it literally changed my life. So, I would do it. It's free, as I always say as well. But like, if you can just start something, like go back to the beginning of my channel, you will see it's like there were like 5-minute long videos, super simple. Nothing fancy. I had nothing fancy. I was recording on my old MacBook, right, with the webcam on it. So it's like nothing. There were no bells, no whistles, nothing. I just but it was also easy because it's like I just sat down, did it, blasted the videos out. So, it's like if you can do that in your life, create more flow, I think it would kind of get you started. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Hierophant. I feel like you're guides, your future self wants you to pay attention to an opportunity that could be coming in for you. I do feel like a big opportunity. We might have to pull a couple cards on this because I'm still not sure what it is. It could be like a work opportunity. It could also be one of those things that grows over time. There's a garden right here on the Ace of Pentacles, and it represents something that kind of develops over time. You have the Four Cups here. Four Cups is contemplation. It's a card of contemplation and apathy. I feel like this offer, it's like there's an offer that he is receiving, but he's got his arms folded. He's not accepting this cup right here. So again, I kind of feel your guides are like saying, hey, like, yes, maybe you've been disappointed in the past with whatever you've worked on, love, business, or otherwise, but it's time to accept something new. And then you have the Hierophant, which puts you in a very strong position. He's also making that symbol with his hands, which represents blessings. So, I kind of feel like there are some blessings coming in for you with this energy. But let's see. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Something has to change here is what I'm hearing. So Seven of Pentacles, it's my card that says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, is it worth it for you to keep working on the things that you've been working on? Or, are you looking for better ways of doing things in life? Blah, 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 right? And so I kind of feel you need to do that here with this card is, either you need to look for better ways of doing things, or this is the desire for change. He's looking at those Seven Pentacles, and he's experienced everything that he can experience with whatever he's grown, and so now it's time to go grow something else. With the Four Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, yes, this is, I knew, okay, that clarifies pretty much everything. So I kind of feel that there could be an opportunity coming in for you with the Ace of Pentacles, but it's like you've been disappointed in the past. So whatever this opportunity is, maybe the fear here is that you're going to be disappointed again. And I feel like the answer is no, you will not. With the Hierophant, you have the Four Cups. Here you go. I love this Four Cups. This is from the White Sage Tarot. You can see that all three of those cups are pouring into one cup here. So it's like a much better opportunity, that's coming in for you. Something that really pours into you. Something that really fulfills you as well. So, I definitely like that for you. We're going to use a mega deck here, and I'm going to pull 5 main themes. So let's see. You have the Empress. Again, clearly, you are stepping into a very abundant time. Again, I would accept whatever this opportunity is. For some of you, I feel like it's work or business. For others, I feel it could be a love opportunity, although I wouldn't really call this a love reading. There's a little bit of love here, but, whatever. I feel that right there. You have this Eight of Cups card. It's like walking away from things that no longer serve you. Eclipses. Eight of Cups comes up like crazy. It's the only card in the tarot normally, except for in this deck, but it's the only card in the tarot that has an eclipse on it. And during, I know we're not in eclipse season yet, but we are very close, just October. So that'll be here before you know it. And this reading is for between now and the end of the year. So, I think eclipse season could be very interesting for you this year, Taurus. It is the end of those, this is the last, this is ending that Scorpio Taurus eclipse cycle, this set of eclipses. So, you could find yourself cutting a lot of stuff out, a lot of the garbage, stuff that you just don't need any longer. You have this flow card. There's something with more flow coming in for you. We said this with this other flow card. There's something much more, I wouldn't say it's easier to do. It's like, but you actually can do it. It's like, doing this, it's like, I think people don't realize how much work goes into doing the amount of videos I do, right? Well, some of you do, but it's like I have to edit, I have to shoot them, I have to edit them. It takes me, all day. I do 4 videos a day, and it takes me all day to pretty much, do 4 videos almost. But, and, luckily I have help nowadays, but, before that, it's like a lot of work. So I feel but at the same time, it puts me in the flow doing this. That's why I do it. So, it's like, it's not a lot of work for me. So I feel that's what this flow card is saying, is like there could be things that maybe are a lot of work for other people, but maybe it puts you in the flow. You have this giveaway card here. I kind of feel this energy of releasing. We were talking about this earlier about being more childlike, being more kind of like not so connected to outcomes. I think that would be good for you. And finally, you have the Eight of Pentacles. I love the Eight of Pentacles because it is a card of material success on the horizon. It just says that there's more money coming in the future. And I do feel this is a financial reading for whatever reason. I feel there's more, like there's a change in your abundance. But this looks very good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.